are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh.
Dr. Stevenson, Mr. Bannon, Mrs. Ernst, members of the Board of Education, teachers, staff, parents, family members, friends, and inductees. Welcome to the annual National Honor Society induction at Pinelands Regional High School. The National Honor Society is sponsored by the National Association of Secondary School Principals. Membership is both an honor and a commitment. Recognizing students who excel in school by selecting them to membership is as significant today as it was in 1921 when the first National Honor Society was chartered.
School faculty members value the National Honor Society for its high standards of excellence. Colleges, the armed services, and employers recognize that members of the National Honor Society is a good indicator of success. Qualifications for membership are very specific and include scholarship and service through each member's senior year.
The officers and I would like to congratulate tonight's inductees on a very significant accomplishment. We would also like to extend our appreciation to the families, friends, and teachers of those we are honoring here tonight. It was their support and guidance that helped make membership possible. Finally, a special thanks to our advisors, Mrs. Martelli and Ms. Wilt. Also, Dr. Stevenson, Mr. Sean Bannon, Mrs. Ernst, and the Pinelands Board of Education, Mrs. Carol Majores, and Mrs. Christine English. We would also like to thank Mr. Darren Hickman, Sarah Pomponio, Griffin Sharkey, and Liliana Greeley for our sound, for our lights, and for running the slideshow.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you our acting superintendent, Dr. Stevenson.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Education and the administration, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to tonight's prestigious ceremony to honor the students that exemplify the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. These students should be very proud of their accomplishments. We wish them the best of luck in the rest of their high school career, and once again, congratulations on such an accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stevenson. I would now like to introduce to you our school principal, Mr. Sean Bannon. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the staff and administration of Pinelands Regional High School, I'd like to welcome students, parents, friends, Board of Education members, Dr. Stevenson, and the high school administration to tonight's ceremony. I always look forward to the year's National Honor Society inductions to not only see our students recognized for their accomplishments, but to take the opportunity to thank and acknowledge the parents and family members that stood behind these students and helped shape them into people they are today. Your love, support, and encouragement is reflected in their actions on a daily basis and will be seen in all their achievements moving forward. Students, please rise and give a round of applause as a show of gratitude to those here supporting you tonight. Thank you. Our inductees and current members are also incredibly fortunate to have two dedicated advisors who ensure that our students meet the requirements of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Ms. Martelli and Ms. Wilt, thank you for all that you do for the members in the society. As I stated, membership in the National Honor Society is contingent on the students meeting the qualifications of the society's 4 pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Inductees, when you take the pledge tonight and become members of this chapter, you are making a commitment to continue to lead your lives upholding these values. This means that you will continue to display academic excellence in all areas of your schooling, to dedicate yourselves to helping others in need in the school or the community, to demonstrate the willingness to take lead when others will not, and to show courtesy, concern, and respect for others. I am certain you will achieve continued success in these areas. My certainty stems from observing how you have persevered with grace and a focus on your academics despite the many twists and turns this year has presented. The cause and result of your actions are summed up by a quote by soccer legend Pele. Your success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. These qualities will guide you to a bright future, and I look forward to seeing you continue to pursue that which you love. Congratulations again to all of our inductees. I'd also like to extend the congratulations of Mrs. Susan Ernst, our board president. Unfortunately, she was unable to join us tonight, but she did want all the inductees to know how proud she is of all of you and how she knows that you will be successful in all that you do moving forward. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bannon. Here at Pinelands Regional High School, our chapter is very involved with our school and community. Throughout the school year, the Honor Society members can be seen at various events and fundraisers. Our most recent philanthropic events include utilizing the masses of members and inductees to help collect goods and make a positive change. Since our induction last year, we have held a total of 6 philanthropic events, with even more planned for the remainder of the year. We collected DVDs and sent them to soldiers overseas as a part of Operation Showtime. In preparation for our annual blood drive, we gathered snacks to support those who had given blood through the Red Cross. In the spring, National Honor Society collected food for the local food pantry and toiletries for the homeless. This year, we teamed up with FBLA and supported their Thanksgiving food drive and collected necessities for the local homeless shelter. Looking forward to what remains of this year, we are very eager to collect snacks for the children of the Big Brother, Big Sister Foundation, and our last philanthropy drive will be in support of the United Methodist Church, who collects items and just directly distributes them to those in need within our community. We are honored to be instrumental in the process of making our world a better place through our acts of philanthropy.
The current National Honor Society members have contributed a great deal to our community. Our first service project after being inducted last year was in January at the Terraces. Students attending this community service event conducted a game day with the residents. Their smiles were bright and the staff and students had a blast. In May, National Honor Society members helped clean the gardens outside of our school by mulching and pulling weeds in the beds to create a welcoming entrance prior to the 2017 graduation. At the beginning of the 2017-2018 school year, National Honor Society members volunteered for a trunk or treat event at our local community center. Currently, we are preparing for a repeat service project at the Terraces. Our National Honor Society members take pride in their acts of volunteerism and appreciate the opportunity to give back to a wonderful community.
Induction into the Honor Society marks not only the official beginning of what is a lifelong membership, but a continuation of leadership, which often means stepping up, realizing that what's popular is not always right, and what is right is not always popular.
The emblem of this society is composed of the keystone and the torch. The keystone bears the letters CSLS, which stand for the 4 principles of this society. Join us as we begin the candle lighting ceremony, celebrating our new members and continuing this tradition throughout our school. Our service project coordinator, Samia Tariq, will now discuss character.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality and personality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character which guides one through life and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove, by example, that we value character. Our blood drive co-coordinators, Jesse Rising and Liam McGettigan, will now explain scholarship.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort.
Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Now, our Public Relations Coordinator, Leanne Yu, will introduce leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attaining the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate, no matter what power and resources may exist in a country. They are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed and is a significant charge to each of our members and to the candidates. Our co-director of philanthropy, Cameron Barr, and Jackie Peshko will now explain service.
Service, a willingness to help and an unselfish devotion to make life better, happier, more fulfilling as we set out together for the common good. To lose oneself in enthusiasm for good and vital purposes without thought of recompense or remuneration brings its own rewards.
Service does not flaunt itself. It is a simple giving and sharing of one's energies and one's abilities, wherever there is a need. The gift of ourselves is our commitment to a better world, to a better tomorrow. Much has been given to us. We would like to give as much as we can to others.
Our first inductee is Brandon Amos. Brandon hopes to become a sports broadcaster while making a significant impact upon his viewers and the world as a whole. Currently, he is an active member of WCAT in Action, Voicemail, and the Debate Club. Such activities gave him opportunities to make himself and others around him happier, along with his rewarding volunteer work within the library, church, and assisted living. He has been selected as Student of the Month and has received the Principal's Award. His hobbies include spending time with family, watching sports, and playing video games with his friends. Eliza Brokaw is a junior here at Pinelands Regional High School and is excited to have the opportunity to have been granted membership to the National Honor Society. It has and is her pleasure and honor to serve the community through volunteerism through various means and opportunities. She actively participates in church ministry and outreach and spends her free time volunteering at the Tuckerton Seaport, the Ocean County Library, and with Habitat for Humanity. She has been the class treasurer since 9th grade and is one of the original members of the Pinelands dance team. Isabel Boyer is in her junior year at Pinelands Regional High School and is eager to be a member of the National Honor Society. Isabel savors her time at Pinelands and has been very active throughout her time here. She played school softball her freshman and sophomore year and was voted the team sports person her freshman year. She is also involved with the school's drama department and has been involved in several productions, including White Christmas. Isabel is involved in many clubs at Pinelands, including SAD, Interact, and Wildcats in Action. It has been Isabel's honor to be the vice president of the National Junior Honor Society in her time at the junior high, and she is looking forward to continuing her journey with the Honor Society. Katie Coverdale is a junior who demonstrates a well-roundedness both in and out of the classroom. She takes pride in her schoolwork and is involved in many community service activities outside of school. She has volunteered at a local daycare for 3 years, the Ocean County Library, and for Habitat for Humanity. She is also a member of the ASL Club, Pep Band, and she is an officer of the Habitat for Humanity Club. She has played varsity volleyball for 3 years and varsity lacrosse for 2 seasons. Courtney Crane is in her junior year and is ecstatic to become a member of the National Honor Society. It has been her pleasure to serve her community through volunteering. She actively participates in multiple leadership roles in her high school career. She has been a member of Wildcats in Action for 5 years, Lead and Seed for 2 years, Habitat for Humanity also for 2 years, and new this year she is the vice president of the FBLA. JC DeMaria is a junior at Pinelands Regional High School. She is involved in all honors and advanced placement classes, such as AP English, AP US History, Honors Pre-Calculus, Honors Physics, and Spanish 3 Honors. It has been her pleasure to be assisting her community throughout her many efforts to make a difference. She is actively participating in many clubs, like the American Sign Language Club, Habitat for Humanity, and the Spanish Club. JC volunteers through student-based youth services, Habitat for Humanity, and St. Teresa's Church. JC is eager to become a member of the National Honor Society and hopes to make many memories to carry her throughout her academic career. Fiona Farrell is in her junior year and is thrilled to be inducted into the National Honor Society. She is a member of the varsity lacrosse team and winter track. She participates in Lead and Seed and the Pinelands Surf Club. Fiona Farrell loves to spend her time volunteering and helping our community. She volunteers at the Tuckerton Seaport, the food pantry, and during the summer is a bus monitor for Amity Acres Day Camp. Alexandra Heck is a junior at Pinelands Regional High School and is happy to be joining the National Honor Society. She volunteers throughout her community through Habitat for Humanity, tutoring, and helping teachers at elementary schools. She is also the vice president of her class for the 3rd year and counting. She is an officer for Habitat for Humanity, the founder of the Debate Club, creator of the middle school's peer tutoring program, student to student, and a member of History Club. Alexandra is excited for the opportunity to be joining the National Honor Society to expand her horizons.
Casey Heisler is in her junior year at Pinelands Regional High School. Casey is looking forward to having the opportunity to be a part of the National Honor Society. Any chance she gets, Casey happily volunteers her time helping and serving the community. Casey actively spends her time participating in multiple clubs like SAD, Interact, Spanish Club, and American Sign Language Club. She is also in her 6th year of cheerleading, 2nd on varsity at our school. Jonathan Makar is in his junior year and appreciates the opportunity to join the National Honor Society. He is a varsity athlete in football and track and field. Jonathan is an assistant minister at his church and is the youngest member to ever sit on the church council. He routinely mentors his teammates, friends, and peers to help them accomplish greater levels of success. He is an example of a well-rounded, considerate, and thoughtful student that is focused not only on his success, but the success of others. Luke Mathis is in his junior year at Pinelands Regional High School. Acceptance into the National Honor Society would provide Luke with even more intensive and an opportunity to aid the betterment of the community. Luke is a member of the varsity boys soccer team, a team that he leads by example and has grown very close to over the past 2 years. He is also a member of the local Thespian Society Chapter Council and often takes part in plays and musicals put on by the Pinelands Drama Department. Luke would like to thank the teachers, principals, and peers who frequently encouraged him to make a difference in his community. Tiffany Papa is currently in her junior year at Pinelands Regional High School. She's very excited to continue her high school career as a member of the National Honor Society. She enjoys giving back to those around her. Tiffany spends 4 hours every Sunday volunteering at the Southern Ocean Medical Center, where she assists the patients and makes sure that they are comfortable and entertained. She is also a member of ASL, French, Habitat for Humanity, and Media Club. She's also a 2-year varsity volleyball player who has been on the team since her freshman year. In her sophomore year, Tiffany was named MVP of the girls' junior varsity volleyball team. Rachel Papernick is in her junior year of high school at Pinelands Regional High School and is excited to excel her high school career with becoming a member of the National Honor Society. It has been a joy to participate in many extracurricular activities that she does, as well as volunteer throughout the community. While balancing all of her schoolwork, she also reached her goal of verbally committing to a Division I field hockey program, where she will continue her athletic and academic career after high school. She stays active around the community by volunteering at church or waking up early to serve food at the Legion breakfasts. Adding to the National Honor Society to her list of achievements would truly be an honor, and she looks forward to continuing to build her character, keep her grades up, and stay active throughout her community. Victoria Piquel is a junior at Pinelands Regional High School and is very anxious that she is given the opportunity to join the National Honor Society. She has the pleasure and honor of volunteering and serving in her community. She has spent many hours monthly helping those in need throughout Interact and also working with the special needs children on her own. She has been a Pinelands volleyball player for 3 years and is also involved in 4 clubs. Emily Rule is in her senior year at high school and would love to be accepted into the National Honor Society. She is also a hard-working athlete on the varsity cheerleading team for Pinelands. With her team, she has achieved many volunteer hours throughout her high school career. Not only was she on the cheerleading team, but she also is in Interact Club with the advisor, Miss McGuire. Throughout Interact, Emily has attended RYLA this past summer. RYLA is a leadership camp that teaches skills to young students to help mold them into better leaders when faced with certain situations. Emily would love to continue helping her community upon acceptance into the National Honor Society for her last year of high school. Hannah Santillanes. Hannah is 16 years old, is in 11th grade, and is determined to fulfill her obligations as a member of the National Honor Society. Hannah is involved in many clubs such as American Sign Language Club, History Club, and the One Way Club. Additionally, she is one of the officers of the Habitat for Humanity Club and has aided in the process of construction in habitat houses. Hannah will be returning to lacrosse team this spring for her third year in a row as an upperclassman. Throughout her high school career, she has gone to Haiti for a missions trip and is active in her church ministry. Sierra Seals is in her junior year of high school and is eager to continue her education as a member of the National Honor Society. She has enjoyed spending her time over the course of the recent years contributing to her community. She actively helps as a second hand for local Girl Scout troop number 275 and has helped coach sixth graders during Mrs. Bennett's volleyball summer camp. She's been a varsity volleyball player for 2 years and is an active member in 5 different clubs: French, Habitat for Humanity, History, Media, and ASL.
Caitlin Schlick is a junior and is happy to be a part of the National Honor Society. She is ranked academically in the top 10 of her class and is in all honors and AP courses. Caitlin strives for excellence and also tries to help out in any way she can, especially through volunteering. She participates in many David's Dream and Believe Cancer Foundation events on top of her many other responsibilities. Some of these responsibilities include being the vice president of the Pinelands Equestrian Club and being a Pinelands varsity equestrian, both of which she's been doing since her freshman year. Emily Stano, a junior at Pinelands Regional High School, is eager to become a member of the National Honor Society. To Emily, helping others through volunteerism is an honor, and becoming an active member in her community has been a highlight in her life. With Habitat for Humanity, during her sophomore year, Emily helped dig deep ditches necessary in the construction of new homes for people in need. During last summer, Emily enjoyed her time spent volunteering with foundations that donate their profits to special organizations like David's Dream and Believe Foundation. And with the beginning of the new school year, Emily has already spent numerous hours during her after-school leisure time at Habitat for Humanity. She has been a varsity soccer player for the past 3 years, and she hopes to maintain her position as a varsity lacrosse player in the spring. Kieran Sunderman is an 11th grader who is eager to be a part of the National Honor Society. Kieran volunteers weekly throughout the school year for the Challenger League and has also helped at SBYS summer camps and with picking up the football technological equipment after every game. Kieran is a 3-year starter on the boys varsity soccer team, a varsity basketball player, and a member of the tennis team. Kieran is also the captain of his elite club soccer team. Sana Tariq is 17 years old and is currently in her senior year of high school. She recognizes that membership of the National Honor Society requires commitment and is a unique way to prepare you for lifelong success. Sana is involved in countless amounts of extracurricular activities inside and outside of school. She is currently the secretary for student body and an active member of numerous clubs in her school, which include Spanish Club, Spanish Honor Society, American Sign Language Club, Lead and Seed, and many more. She is very excited to become a member of the National Honor Society, seeing it as a privilege to be a part of a very successful organization. Kayla Thornton is a junior at Pinelands Regional High School and is overjoyed to become a member of the National Honor Society. Currently, she enjoys being involved in extracurricular activities such as History Club and Spanish Club. Kayla especially takes pride in volleyball, in which she plays year-round, and she has received 3 varsity letters in. Throughout her high school career, she has continuously strived for excellence in both the classroom and on the court and hopes to open up opportunities for college scholarships. Kayla's dream is to pursue a major in biomedical engineering at Stevens Institute of Technology. Kayla is also proud of her countless hours of volunteer work, from cancer foundations to assisting special needs kids participate in sports. She finds it extremely rewarding giving back to the community. Brianna Treble is in her junior year of Pinelands Regional High School. She is a student athlete and is ready to become a member of the National Honor Society. She has been volunteering her time since 7th grade and will continue to do so in the future. Brianna plays field hockey in the fall, lacrosse in the spring, and is on the varsity level for both. She also participates in managing the boys' basketball team in the winter. She spends her time working at Stewart's Root Beer as a waitress. Brianna is also involved in surf club and Spanish club at the school, as well as choir. She spends her time at a community center called the American Legion to serve breakfast to people, and the Tuckerton Seaport with any events and help that they might need. She hopes to continue helping out the community through the National Honor Society. Alyssa Vitello is a current junior and is eagerly awaiting her acceptance to the National Honor Society. She has enjoyed volunteering throughout the community and watching the difference she has made in her town. Outside of school, most of her time is spent at the public library, organizing children's events or on work sites for Habitat for Humanity. She also occupies her time as a 3-sport varsity athlete player. Kara Waldron is in her senior year at Pinelands Regional High School and has high hopes for becoming an active member of the National Honor Society. She assiduously takes part in various acts of volunteerism. Kara has been the Secretary of Student Government for the class of 2018 for 3 consecutive years. She has spent a large portion of her high school career involved in communal events and school functions. She has also actively worked with the ASL Club, Habitat for Humanity, the TAB organization, and many other extracurricular activities throughout her high school career, and has proudly devoted her time to giving back to her community, and has done so with great honor. Don't miss Kara as Ella in our upcoming production of Cinderella. Francesca Witzak is in her junior year and is proud to become a member of the National Honor Society. It is her desire to continue volunteering in our community. She is a member of the First Aid Squad and spends several hours a week assisting on an ambulance. She has been a member of the Media Club and French Club for 2 years. In the future, she will continue giving back to her community. Congratulations.
Will all of the new inductees raise their right hand and repeat the Honor Society pledge after me? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and my life.